No one wanted to see that I was in pain. No one wanted to see that I'm a human being. They just think you're some type of monster. When you are in the child welfare system, you're guilty until proven innocent. And you're never really proven innocent. You're just branded for the rest of your life as a bad parent. It all started with my daughter going to school, and she told the school that I slapped her, which is true, I did. She had gotten into the scissors, and I overreacted. I was very frightened that she would hurt herself, and I slapped her.
Then I told my cousin, like, oh my God, I hope I don't do anything wrong because ACS is gonna come and take my baby. I've never been arrested, so I would never put myself in that situation to, get in trouble.
My first and only child and my world. I was working 3 jobs to prepare for her. Not too long after she was born, I noticed that her mother couldn't handle her. I took my daughter, I went to the shelter.
I decided to go home with the boys because I had to prepare them for the following day. And I told the boys, okay, you guys are gonna take a bath because they have to go to bed. And I get a knock at the door.
Telling me, we have your daughter. That was it. Nothing else. They didn't tell me that I can have her back. They didn't tell me where she was or anything of that nature.
And I have the water running in the bathroom, and my son says, Mommy, ACS is at the door. I says, Devin, that's not even funny. Don't play like that.
What brings ACS to someone's door is a phone call to something called the New York State Central Register. It's an 800 number in Albany, and anybody can make that call for any reason. They don't have to, all they need is suspicion of child maltreatment. They don't need to prove anything. They don't need to substantiate anything. It can be hearsay. It can be on any basis. The unfortunate reality is that in certain communities, it's a near certainty. If you have children who are a range of ages, if you live in public housing, if they go to public schools, if you use publicly subsidized daycare or a public child health clinic, it's not even a matter of are you going to come to the attention of ACS. It's closer to a matter of when are you going to come to the attention of ACS.
The system, in its zeal to protect children, sometimes forgets how damaging the process itself can be to the children.
When they came into the door, my daughter was asleep. But when I woke her up, she was very confused and very frightened. She nearly cried. I had to calm her down. I had to assure her that everything was going to be okay. And that was very hard because I didn't believe it myself.
I wrapped balloons around his arm so he could go and not cry. I didn't want him to cry, so I didn't cry. I just, was like, if you're gonna take him, and take him now. So they did.
I believe that my daughter will always be affected by this moment in her life. She will always have issues with abandonment. She will always have issues with trust. She will always be affected.
But every night after that, she would get up and come to Mommy's room in the middle of the night and call for Mommy and say, Mommy, you there? I said, yes, baby, I'm there. She'd go right on back to sleep. And that happened for about 2 years, and that's nothing but the trauma of her being separated from Mommy.
Children are still being removed. And do they have to be removed from a family? Most of the time, no. Because of the aggressiveness that the family is portraying, the anger that they have. So automatically they're thinking, well, maybe it is true. They don't understand that this person is upset because you're talking about taking a part of them away from them.
I believe if the Administration for Children's Services serviced the communities that they were affecting, and try to understand the traditions, the cultural, the social, the economical fibers that make up that community, then things would be different. The whole approach would be different. Children and families would be saved.
Child welfare officials must come to appreciate that they will never do their job well until the community that they are assigned to work with welcomes them as partners in raising their children.
You don't know love like you know love from your child. That's a love that cannot be replaced. You never know a fight until you're fighting for your child.